Welcome to No Nonsense Psychiatry, the podcast that cuts through the noise and the confusion surrounding mental health. My name is Mark and I'm your host, and my goal is to give you the clear, practical information you need to understand your own well-being. No jargon, no fluff, just honest, helpful tools to help you on your journey. Let's dive in.
No nonsense.
Trying new things can feel a little bit scary, but learning a new skill is one of the best ways to challenge your brain and boost your confidence. It's so rewarding, in fact. You can see yourself improve, and then you can go on to do other things as well as this something. So here are some simple ways to make learning new skills less intimidating and a lot more fun. The tiny steps approach. You don't need to learn the entire new skill at once. That way is just too overwhelming, okay? So the key is to break it down into small, manageable pieces, or chunks as we used to call them. Small pieces. How it works, so instead of thinking, I'm going to learn to play the guitar, think, I'm going to learn to play the C chord this week. Or instead of I'm going to learn how to code, try, I'm going to learn how to write one line of code that says hello world. The benefit of doing this is it builds momentum. So each tiny step you master gives you a sense of accomplishment, which makes you excited to tackle the next one. So it turns this huge goal into a series of small, winnable challenges. Embracing the beginner's mindset. So it's easy to get frustrated when you're not good at something right away. But being a beginner is part of the process. It's actually an advantage. Okay, so how it works is that you give yourself permission to be bad at a skill when you first start. Tell yourself, I'm a beginner and that's okay. Accept that you'll make mistakes and that is part of learning. Okay, it's a normal part of learning. So you've got to focus on the joy of the process and not just the end result. The benefit of this is that the mindset takes the pressure off. So when you're not worried about being perfect, you're free to experiment, be curious, and have just a little bit of fun with the learning process. It makes you more resilient and willing to keep going even when you mess up. And finally, there's find an accountable partner. Okay, so learning something new on your own can be tough. So having someone to share that journey with you can make it a lot easier and much more enjoyable. Okay, so how it works is you find a friend who also wants to learn a new skill, even if it's a different one, and you can check in with each other once a week. You might say, hey, I learned how to knit a simple stitch today. How did your cooking class go? The benefit of all this is that having a partner that's accountable provides you with motivation and support. They can celebrate your wins with you and encourage you when you hit a roadblock. And it makes the journey feel less lonely and more like a shared adventure. Before we go, if you found the podcast helpful, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. You can also support the show by subscribing and leaving a review. It only takes a moment, but it makes a big difference in helping us reach more people. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode of No Nonsense Psychiatry.
No nonsense.